Welcome to Kingsport. This is Tennessee Big Shots. What a spot for the last tour stop of 2019 before the World Championships. Now, it is time to meet our 8 men's quarterfinalists. First up, oh man, he has been absolutely dominant. The man with the locks, looking locked down, #1 in the world. Let me hear it for Kyle Berkshire. It's early August, which means it's time to break out that terrible towel from Pittsburgh, PA. It's Justin Moose. From the home of golf in St. Andrews, making himself a home here on the grids of the World Long Drive Tour. Let me hear it for James Tait. He is 2017 World Long Drive Champion, and the Snapping Turtle is back to defend his 2018 title here at the Big Shots. Let me hear it loud and proud for Justin James. This guy has one speed, and that's full throttle for the full beard. Out of Munich, Germany, it's Martin Borgmeier. From Layton, Utah, he's a real estate agent and a father of 5. It's time to go big time at the Big Shots for Ryan the Big Deal Reisbeck. The 2-time World Long Drive champion is in championship form. The blonde bomber from the University of Miami, Tim Burke. He has been destroying balls all weekend, and he comes in just past the half-century mark. At 51 years old, he's the freak from Stony Creek, Gavin. One of these 8 hitters, and only one, will be the Tennessee Big Shot. Let me hear it for your quarterfinalists.
And if you're not ready after that, there's something wrong with you. Welcome to the 2019 World Long Drive Championships. We are live from the Tennessee Big Shots benefiting Niswonger Children's Hospital. Art Sellinger to my right. I am Jonathan Coachman, and Art, let's get right into it. The bracket, 8 studs hitting it tonight.
And the world #1 coming right out of the gate against Justin Moose, your defender, Justin James, the 2-time champion, Tim Burke against Father Time Jeff Gavin. This is the best 8 of the year, Coach.
We've got the defending champion. We've got the last winner on tour. We've got a 2-time tour winner this year. These guys are in form as we head up to the World Championship in September. There is Justin Moose. He's got a stiff challenge tonight going up against the #1 hitter in the world who's in form.
I thought those starting lineups either were for the NFL or the NBA. I didn't know what I was looking at there. Some big humans. Watch the Moose go deep.
Hey, Justin Moose told me on the range today, he said, listen, nobody expects me to win tonight. And I'm just going to go out there and compete because that's what competitors do.
Good start right there. Solid golf shot up that right side. See if it can hang in there. Hits that hot zone. Beautiful start over 380 yards.
That is in the play yellow zone. We'll tell you all about that throughout the broadcast. Justin Moose from Pennsylvania. He loves the terrible town. He loves the Steelers. He's probably the best golfer of these 8.
Absolutely. He's made 2 sectionals in the United States Open. He's played a lot of tournament golf. Very good friends with Rocco Mediate. Got a great golf swing.
If you're just joining us for the first time this year, welcome, first of all. Green means good. That means it's in the grid. 381 right out of the gate for Justin Moose. And that hot zone that you see on the right side of the screen, that is the best spot to hit it with the most roll.
We'll get into that for sure. He's definitely aiming there. We're also going to give you the ball speed we'll see on the left slab. Great turnover shot here. We're going to give you the spin number as well and his ball speed. This is a beautiful shot working toward the middle of the grid. And this is an uphill grid again. We get into that. Beautiful, beautiful shot right there.
If it feels like there's a lot of energy at home, Art, it's because there is. This is with no disrespect to any other tour stop. They are ready when we come here. They are prepared when we come here. And the hitters absolutely love it.
And he's just playing pitch and catch. Jerry, what do you think? He just flew at 361. I can't get a wedge to check up like that.
No, he's trying, Art. He's trying to hit that hot spot down the right side of the grid as well. And he had a really, really good warm-up, knowing that he can't leave anything in the tank if he's going to beat the world #1.
And you'll see 2 things that they have in common, these 2 players with their swing. A lot of lower body rocking. You'll see Kyle will get his feet up off the ground, but Justin, watch here. Rock left, rock right. It's his kickstart. It's momentum right here. And watch it. It goes right there. Kick. Boom, boom, boom. Then take it back and hit it.
Down the middle, drawing towards left center.
Boy, he likes that one.
There's a hot stone up the left as well. That might catch it.
That's his best ball speed of the night so far. That's big.
Well, it's big, but it's not big enough. Certainly, that's in the grid, but 381 is still the number to beat. 5 out of 7 balls have found the grid so far.
And Jerry, this is an uphill grid, so we're really not going to see a tremendous amount of roll.
No, unless somebody kind of misses one on the right side, catches one down the slope and gets the 20 yards right.
What a great set that was right there. Moose has to be proud of those numbers.
Well, he liked that one, and he should. That one just passed his 381 number. We'll see what the official number is, but a great set there for Justin Moose, the official number 381. Now, guys, we talk about this grid. On Friday, they were allowed, many of the players were allowed to go out and kind of take a look at it and kind of see what they were going to be facing.
It always is good to stand on the tee, get your sight lines. You see the building in the background there. They're pointing. They're kind of feeling where they're going to aim. Tim Burke right here, 2-time champion. Again, a ton of players. But Kyle went out to the grid, and he started dissecting. What I mean by dissecting, he's a tactician. Look what he did. He was here for 3.5 hours. This is a yardage book that would rival Nick Faldo's British Open book for 16 years. I guess when you win 30 out of 31 sets, you're going to pick your spots on this grid. Amazing.
I better get this in quick.
And earlier on the range, look here, just watch here, folks. Watch the rock. The foot comes up, the foot goes down. Boom, 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 send it. That's what you'll see tonight. That's momentum.
Folks, this is the dominant hitter in the sport today, and he is barely out of college. He said that Friday reminded him of when he was in college. His coach would make them go out and look at the course without hitting one ball.
Hey, he's 3 years into this game is all he is. 3 years to become world #1. He's got some pressure here. Moose put it on him right here. Moose said he had a free roll, but Kyle controls his own destiny. If Kyle hits his best shot, Kyle goes past 381.
Kyle is one. Sorry, go ahead, Jerry.
No, he had an incredible warm-up. That ball, his first ball here was, and that one there, the only 2 out of, I watched him 20 balls that wouldn't have found the grid. So we know how he does this time after time. Although he seems to have conquered those demons, he gets a little bit influenced by the pressure and the excitement up here on the stage.
And look at the numbers on the left. We saw Moose at 210 on the ball speed, 140 on the club. Look how much faster he is, but can he zone it in to that grid? Yes, he can. Let's check the numbers. 225, but wants the high spin. Let's see if it's enough.
And that is going to come down just short of 360. Oh, just short of 380.
Right. So listen, 3,000 spin, even though he's 15 miles an hour faster, still does not beat Justin Moose.
This young kid has a quiet arrogance to him. He quit college golf to do this sport full time. And he said earlier this year, he went to his coach's house, lived there for 2 months, and hit between 10 and 20,000 balls to get ready for this season. And it's paid off.
He's got 4 left here. And again, the numbers speak for themselves if it can just go down the middle.
There you go.
It's a little bit of climb, Jerry. I think it's a little bit of climb. So he's in that 3,000 number tonight.
And is that going to stay? Wow!
3,000.
He does it again. Kyle Berkshire continues to dominate. 390 to get to the semi.
With 3,000 RPMs, if he takes that down, he peels off 4 bills the whole night.
It is one thing to be the very best, but it's another thing to week in, week out, come out and prove it in every single set.
And now it's on him. I mean, and again, that's not his best shot. Just look at the rock right here. Again, this is momentum, folks. Left is coming off. Right's getting set. It's coming off. Then he's going to plant. As he plants, that club's going back. Huge turn right here. And at the top, that's called width. Look how high those hands are. And just say, ow, right there. Good night, nurse.
Artie said it doesn't matter what anybody else does. If I hit it my best, there's nobody that can beat me.
And if he takes 1,000 RPMs off, they're running back, Coach.
What an amazing opening set for Justin Moose, 6 out of 8. And he gets beat by the #1 ranked hitter in the world, Kyle Berkshire. Let's send it down to Jerry.
Thank you very much. 31 now of 32 sets you have been victorious, including only losing 1 this week. But that was more balls than we're used to seeing you hit of late to win a set. Were you starting to feel any pressure?
A little bit, but, you know, all you can really do is just know your swing's good. I knew my misses were good. I saw the one out at like 400 left, so I just said, you know what, you got 4 more tries, your swing's dialed in. It's just a matter of time, and just keep making that motion, and it's good to get it done for sure.
It was 29 months ago when you decided to try and give this a go for the very first time. You posted a picture sitting on the motel room bed before that first qualifying event, which, as your dad said, coincided with your last haircut, by the way. But nonetheless, what motivates you at this point?
Well, I just want to get better. You know, my competitors are incredible. They push me, but, you know, I'm chasing more than that. I just want to be, you know, the best I can possibly be, and whatever that is great. And at the same time, I don't put a limit on myself. Whatever lead I have in the rankings, I just want to expand it. I don't want to just try to hold on to it.
You keep proving it time after time. Congratulations, advancing once again, world #1, Kyle Berkshire.
Boy, do I love an athlete that wants to step on your throat when he has you down, and that's what this kid wants to do. All right, our social poll tonight, we want to be completely interactive with you. We saw several one-and-done moments a couple of weeks ago in Rochester. So how many do you think we're going to have tonight here at the Tennessee Big Shot event? Vote below, go to World Long Drive on Twitter, and see if you are correct later in the show. Maybe one of these will have a one-and-done later tonight. Mark Borgmeier, he brings intensity, he brings fire all the way from Germany. You're going to love watching this dude hit. He's a 2-time world champ. He's also won 2 times this season. Tim Burke fired up and ready to go. On the women's side, Alexis Belton, we know she's got what it takes to knock out Phillis Meti. Phillis Meti looking for win #4 in 2019. It's Tennessee Big Shot. Just getting started. Welcome back to Tennessee Big Shots. An absolutely gorgeous day there. You see the great crowd we have on hand. 90 degrees as the heat is going down as the evening moves along. The wind, not very much a factor tonight at all. All right, time for my favorite segment of the show, the art of the grid.
And what a grid this is right here in Tennessee. It's a perfect rectangle, 450 by 56, incredible sight lines. It's well-framed, so much to aim at, that building in the back. That left side's a reliable bounce. Take it down the right side. You could get a big shot off that hill. That's going to produce the hot zone. Unless you're Kyle Berkshire and you fly the hot zone. He flew at 380, so the hot zone didn't apply to Kyle. It could for many, but this doesn't give it justice. Look from behind right here. You're going to see that kind of hill right here. If you can use that hill at about 360, you're going to get a nice kick. Play yellow. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we have an added bonus tonight, the play yellow zone. Two. Up first, James Tait, coming all the way from the home of golf, St. Andrews, Scotland.
And so tough to go back and forth. He was here in Rochester a couple weeks ago. He told me, I went home. I come back each event, home and back. A lot of rigorous travel.
And he'll be taking on the defending champion of this event and the 2017 world champion, Justin James.
He told me that in Rochester, making that final 8, he just tried to kind of get one in play. I said, what are you going to do different tonight? He says, I have to let it go on all 8 swings, especially hitting against Justin James.
We'd like to welcome all those great fans watching on Sky over in Scotland. They are 5 hours ahead. So it's a good evening over there.
Scotland.
It is 11:20 p.m. Welcome to the show.
And if you just kind of want to know that formula for long drive, just keep an eye on that spin number there. That 3,077, that is too high, too much. We need to keep this down around 2,000. This one here, wow, low spin ball. That means it's hit high on the toe. That means it's going to bounce and roll.
And that's going to get into the play yellow zone, just past 380.
It's a game of spin, coach.
By the way, 66 countries are watching us live here tonight.
I love it.
How cool is that?
How straight are these players hitting the golf ball? These athletes, amazing. 6 out of 8. I know Berkshire hit 2 in. James Tait's already got 3 in. It's incredible, incredible performance.
They all really came into 2019. I thought they all raised the level of their game. To tell you the world and world long drive are. Last year at this event, all 8 players were from the United States. This year, 3 of the 8 are from outside of the United States.
I think they've just ramped it up. Jerry, I mean, the World Championships in 3 weeks. They got to make a statement today.
I believe they are. A lot of guys are trying to prove something. I can't believe this young man got his start playing golf with a hickory shaft at age 3. Imagine what he'd do to a hickory shaft out here. Also a competitive high jumper in high school. Very, very athletic and great lineage in the game of golf. Now taking this sport very seriously.
Between Tait, Berkshire, and Borgmeier, 7 years between them. Only in long drive, just between the 3 of them.
Well, they are very, very impressive, no doubt about it. Look at Tait, he has 4 balls of his 6 have found the grid. 381 matches what Justin Moose was able to do before he was, well,
no, I'm sorry, I think most people would love to just hit the ball with the swing speed. He takes it back with it.
Right, that's fast.
He takes it back at 120.
I talked to a lot of players, and they say the energy of this crowd, they absolutely feed off of, and they love it here.
It's a good set. 381's a solid number.
Yeah, he was not happy with how he hit it at Rochester.
Oh, that was huge.
And a quick note, if you're just joining us for the first time, if the ball goes out of the grid and it comes back in, that is not a legal yardage. It is, once it goes out, it is out.
Nice set there. James had to be happy, again, versus what he did in Rochester. And again, a lot of these guys have movement in their feet. Why you cannot stay stationary and try to wind up. Just watch. This is his kind of nervous energy. You're dancing right here. You're trying to find it up on the left toe, push up, down. Here we go, and that's the kickstart right there. You cannot have both feet flat and quiet to hit the golf ball this far. I think your spine would shred.
All right, so now Justin James, who won this event a year ago, and he dropped from number 1 in the world rankings to number 4 after he failed to make the TV section at Rochester a couple of weeks ago.
Hasn't been a banner year for him. This is his 3rd telecast, but he won here at Springboard and into the World Championship last year. He loves this grid. He's hitting it well. His father, Jerry, his coach, his mentor, a 2-time Masters Division long drive champion, is in the crowd coaching.
You know, he fought an injury that forced him to miss Atlantic City, but he says he is healthy and that he is back and at full speed, so we'll see here tonight.
Berkshire in the semifinals.
The key to Justin is having a one-way miss. Jerry, it's so hard to recover if you hit a couple hooks and a couple fades. Let's just see if he has a pattern of a one-way miss.
That's going to be really close to the left hash mark.
Left line, you guys.
And it was hit hard.
Yeah, that's unbelievable numbers right there. Huge numbers. I love that low spin right there.
Remember, 8 balls, 3 minutes. It's all about pacing, keeping your nerves under control. That is a blast. Will it be enough?
Split the grid in half.
You would think this is a perfect numbers. You would think perfect numbers.
And it is. That will do it. JJ plays the guitar into the Final Four as a very workmanlike performance for the defending champion.
3 and done. I mean, just beautiful golf swing. I love this. I love his golf swing this week. I watched him compete yesterday in the round of 32 and 16. He is businesslike. This golf swing tightened up a lot from Atlantic City. A big wide turn. Boy, looks so much like his dad right there. Drops that left heel. Head goes down and back. Wonderful extension. Great vertical thrust. Huge turn. When your chest is facing to the left over there, you know you're turning.
Let's look at it from up top. And he very much wants to make up for not making it to the World Finals last year.
Absolutely.
And I think this would be a really good start with a win here tonight.
Right down Main Street. More money in the yellow.
Well, still to come up next, you do not want to miss this dude. Martin Borgmeier taking on the vet. R squared, Ryan Reisbeck. Borgmeier, Reisbeck. Quarterfinal number 3 is next. Let's learn more about the great work happening at Niswonger Children's Hospital. The hospital serves more than 200,000 kids in 29 counties throughout the Appalachian Highlands and is the region's only children's hospital. Since opening its doors in 2009, Niswonger Children's Hospital has made great strides to offer the most state-of-the-art health care for the children of Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Starting with a vision by benefactors Scott and Nikki Niswonger, the hospital was created to help kids when they get sick. And through the Children's Resource Center is also reaching outside the hospital walls to provide programs, education, and support families in the region. The hospital works every day to be the place that makes kites fly, to help and heal the young people in the region, and ultimately to make hope rise. The hospital is a member of the Children's Miracle Network and part of Ballad Health. To learn more or to help Niswonger Children's Hospital do even more for the children of this beautiful region, simply visit niswongerchildrens.org. What an incredible first-class facility, and a lot of these young kids couldn't come out to the event tonight, but you're going to see signs throughout the night that they were able to make and send to the event tonight, Art.
It really warms your heart. What an amazing facility it is.
All right, time for quarterfinal number 3. Ryan Reisbeck making TV for the first time in 2019 against kind of the breakout star, Borgmeier, all the way from Germany. And he spends almost $600 a year taking care of that beard. And on Friday, he needed a little bit of a trim, Art.
I don't have those issues right there, but this man takes that beard real serious, takes his body serious, but his beard is his focal point right there. Love it.
Well, he's very sedentary right there, but when he's not sedentary is when he's getting ready for an event. He takes stretching to a whole new level.
Well, you look at the size of him and you say, all right, he's big, he's strong, he can lift a house. But if your T-spine, if your lats, if you're not stretched out before you do this, I'm telling you, you cannot create the speed, the turn that he does. Incredible athlete.
All right, he will go first, Art, and he made it to the finals a couple weeks ago in Rochester. And he beat Tim Burke on his 8th ball. He lost to Berkshire, who nobody was going to beat that particular night.
Watch the speed here, coach.
And trust me, if he catches the right line, you will know it.
5 yards now.
There's that hot zone right there. Nice roll.
It's so important to get one of your first couple of balls into the grid so it takes some of the pressure off of just getting one in.
And he's only had this 2 years, just his second year going. That's it. I mean, I can't believe the early success some of these players have had. He's going to be hitting against Reisbeck here, who's been around it for ages, for decades, 2 decades. This is 2 years right here. He looks very poised. It's his 3rd telecast this year.
When he was 14, he actually played in a junior golf tournament with major champion Martin Keimer.
A little bit of a hook there. I like it. He's definitely playing yellow tonight. You go yellow shirt, yellow pants, yellow golf shaft. He's got some issues with the eyewear right there.
Yellow tent. You know, he actually, Jerry, you would know what this man goes through. You just were over in Europe. You're the world traveler. How hard is that to go back and forth?
Well, he's in a little better shape, and I don't think he fits in seat 29B. He's doing a great job, though, of taking his time between every ball. You know how hard that is when you get in this environment around all these excited people.
He got a little out of the rhythm there, trying to get the sweat out of the eyes, see if he gathers himself. He needs a good golf swing like this right here. Let's check that spin number right there, see how low it is. That's hot.
Oh,
that's hot.
That was past the hot zone into the play yellow zone. Nearly 390 for Borgmeier.
There's an echelon of players that can just make the ball go 150, you know, and make that ball go over 200 like you see there. This ball might not stay in play, but watch how far this thing would have been. Goodness.
I am extra excited for the play yellow zone. You know, every time a ball gets in there, it's just more money that's going to the kids.
This is your ball 7. See if you can take it up a notch.
Stay in, but he caught it.
Oh, Jerry, look at his ball speed at 224. I cannot explain just flying the ball. This is an uphill grid, ladies and gentlemen. There's no downhill here. Straight uphill grid.
Right now, his last ball with 10 seconds to go. His number the same as Kyle Berkshire had to advance to the semifinals earlier tonight.
Oh, goodness. Send it.
I love watching him hit.
Right down the middle. Beautiful set right there.
It was a great hit, but it did not get over in the hot zone. And he's got to be very happy, though, with the 389 number.
89 is a great number because you look back at Berkshire, you're in that 90 club. You look at Justin James at 86, so you know you belong right there. That's a big number.
All right, so now Ryan Reisbeck has his work cut out for him. Let's look back, though, at what Borgmeier did.
He just sent it down that right side, turned it over. Beautiful shot. Flew it well over 370 yards. Right up that hill to about 390. Look at this reaction right here. Think he doesn't love it?
You know what I love about him? He is in it from the word go. From the time he steps off the bus, so to speak.
Look at him.
You know he wants to be here, and I love that. You fly from Germany, you better want to be here.
Coach, look at that bicep right there.
I mean, Art, what are you talking about? I mean, him and I have so much
I was
in
just
common.
going to say, a couple double deuces right there.
Oh, look at that. Ryan Reisbeck, his favorite follow on Twitter is Jerry Flair.
He needs to aim a little higher, guys.
All right, here we go. So Reisbeck making his debut on television here in 2019, but he's certainly a seasoned vet.
Well, we saw a lot of him in the last couple of years. He made an equipment change. We had a discussion yesterday, and he said, I went to a softer golf shaft. Folks, this is the equivalent of a regular shaft. I also want to let you know every club they're using is USGA approved, tested. These are not long clubs that don't conform. They all conform, and this is a monster shot right here. Let's see if it hangs in there. See what the spin is. Oh, it just checked up in that zone.
That looks like a fishing rod.
It is. For technical terms, the CPM's 239. That's a soft regular. But that's going to create some spin. His numbers are big. See right there, that's a huge spin, 3,600. He's got to kind of flatten the face, get the toe to turn over. But that's the risk with the soft golf shaft. But he also says, it puts me in the big boy club again.
It's pretty clear, too, Art, that all these players, after having, we'll see if this is enough, after walking out on the grid, they're all trying to hit that hot zone because they understand the only way they're going to win is if they hit it on the right side of this grid, unless they carry a 390.
Right. So watch what Ryan does here. He carries his hands behind the golf ball. It's a great way to hit your ball far because you want to hit up. Never put your hands way ahead. And what's happening here is he's a little late with the club face, leaving it open. That's that soft shaft. So what happens is the timing's harder, Coach. But if you do time it, it's goodbye.
The last win for Ryan Reisbeck was 2017, the Clash in the Canyon.
So he's just leaving it open right here again. Can't say enough about the numbers. Just got to shut that face, square it up, and he'll have enough to get past Borgmeier.
Do you like the fact that he doesn't set up behind the ball every time?
Well, I got to look at the clock here. 45 seconds, 2 balls to go. It's kind of his routine. He's never gotten behind the golf ball. He's not a big-time golfer, and he'll tell you that. He doesn't play competitive golf. Huge shot here, Coach. Jerry, what do you think of this one?
It just depends on the bounce.
Oh, wow!
Oh! He did it! He did it!
That is the big deal right there.
Ryan Reisbeck just matched him up!
Look at that, 2,055 on the spin. Right down the middle, he got that ball to run. Incredible shot.
There is nobody that has more respect out here than Ryan Reisbeck. What a big-time shot to get into the semifinals.
To beat Martin Borgmeier, that golf shaft right there is the reason why he can do it. He was so set on that yesterday, lags the club back. You can see the shaft flex on the way back. Look how high those hands are right there. That shaft just whips through, and he timed it. Look at that right there. That is no kid right there. That's 41 years old and powerful.
And Art, don't look now, but that was the longest drive of the night.
Oh, awesome.
He's got it in the bag tonight to win this thing. One more look.
Oh, down the middle, no hot zone needed because this is 2,000 RPM to spin. That means roll, and this is going uphill. Beautiful shot.
What was that, about 20 yards to roll almost?
Yeah, just a beautiful shot. Martin says,
yeah, he says, what can you do?
He hit a great ball. He has nothing to be ashamed of.
Borgmeier's a great sport, a great competitor, and nobody likes to advance more than that guy. Let's send it to Jerry.
Thanks, Coach. Ryan, you've been at this game a while, the sport a while. You know just how tough the pressure mounts with each passing ball. How much did it mount in that set?
You know, it was building, but I felt like it was helping me. I don't feel like it was detracting. My coach, Bobby Peterson, and I, we had a game plan, and what I was doing wasn't quite working, so he called a different play, and it worked out. But can I say something? I always got to mention my daughter, Quincy. And then my good friend, my number one fan, passed away a few weeks ago, Cindy Amador. Danny, I love you. we miss you. We hope you're doing well. Cindy, we definitely missed you. So,
Congrats, you're moving on.
Ryan Reisbeck, I told you he's got a lot of respect out here, and there's a big reason why right there. All right, still to come, quarterfinal number 4. Tim Burke looking for win number 3 here in 2019. Taking on the old guy who's still got a lot left in the tank, Jeff Gavin. We fill out our final 4 live, and we'll do it next. All right, welcome back. Quarterfinal number 4. It's going to be 51-year-old Jeff Gavin right there. He will go second, taking on the 2-time world champion Tim Burke. Now, Burke knows what it takes to win championships, and that includes hitting the gym before competitions. Take a look at the daily routine of the 2-time world long drive champion.
Welcome back, Tim Burke.
Tim Burke has done it.
Hi, I'm Tim Burke, and this is my daily routine. My mindset when I'm headed to the gym is just getting better that day. For a powerlifting day, I'm trying to get motivated to get stronger. With rotational power, I'm kind of emphasizing more on the golf swing and loading patterns, so trying to get as fast as I possibly can for the sport of long drive.
For the full daily routine video, Tim Burke, as well as other videos, go to golfpass.com and check them all out. Now, here's a guy who is motivated. He said that getting beat by Mark Borgmeier on his 8th ball told him something. He said, I'm going to grip and rip tonight. I'm leaving nothing in the bag. I'm going to send it.
I have never seen him in better shape. That daily routine is Tim Burke at his finest. He had a goal to make every show this year, and he has, and he's going after win number 3. Great start, Tim Burke, right down Main Street.
Straight down the middle, that 369.
And he'll take it up a notch. 142 on the club there. I expect it to be more 147. He gets after it.
He won the World Championship in 2013, 2015, and he's got a big-time chip on his shoulder. He has told me on several occasions, I know I'm still the best in the world, and I want to show it in 2019.
I don't think time's on his side. I think he's got a nice 3 to 5 year window to where he can say those things and back them up. So this is a big year for Tim Burke, coming off his best tour season. Watch this shot right down here down the right side. It's got no spin. This could be big. It's just hitting too far flat down in that hot zone. It's funny, if you carry it shorter, it might go further.
So that one does clear his 369 by 7 yards. His longest drive of the year, 474. And on Chin, the first event of the year, an event that he won.
He's taking it up on every single ball. Jerry, this is a bomb right here. A bomb flew 380.
More money into that plain yellow zone. Jack Nicklaus, we're doing work for you.
Players are really filling it up. And again, we're 3 weeks away from the World Championship. Who's in the best form? Who's swinging the best? Who has their golf clubs in order, their swing in order? And again, this 8 right here, there's nothing like it.
Wouldn't you say, Art, after last year, that a lot of these guys, the Tim Burkes, the Berkshires, the Wilhelms, they came in better shape than they've ever been in before because they understand there's so many more guys that are really, really good.
They absolutely did. There's less events this year, bigger events, but less. So again, they're in better shape. They still do a lot of outings, but yes, the upper echelon has raised the bar. Look at this golf swing. This is a clinic, coach.
How about 5 out of 6? And that one in the hot zone again, it checks up.
I mean,
he's a little frustrated.
Jerry, you walk the PGA Tour fairways all the time. If this is a normal tour fairway, how far are these balls going?
Oh, no, not at all. It depends on the conditions. Yeah, this is number 1 wider than a normal PGA Tour fairway. It depends on the conditions, but yeah, it's the same for everywhere.
I know, firm and fast, it's going another 40 for sure.
God, yes. The ideal conditions in tournament golf, absolutely.
Okay, 5 out of 7 in the grid for Tim Burke. A spectacular set. Ball number 8, that will not stay in. So the number to beat for Jeff Gavin will be 384.
The question is, will it
All right, so think about this, Coach.
as Jeff
51 years old. You're ranked 10th in the world, and you need 385 yards. And guess what? He really thinks he can do it. I love Tim Burke right here. His action, if you take a look at his traces right here, he's got a one-way miss. His balls are all drawing. They're up that right side, they're turning left. There's no shots that went right to right, which has been a miss that has absolutely plagued Tim Burke over the years. So I love a one-way miss right here. It's a beautiful thing for a long drive.
Okay, so Jeff Gavin, he comes from Canada. By the way, I flew here from Toronto this morning. I was in Canada last night.
Yes, you did. I had a chat with Jeff yesterday. I said, hey, old man, what's it feel like to play in the sandbox with the little kids? He goes, you know, it still feels right.
There's a lot of fans watching live on the Golf Channel north of the border. There you see from Stony Creek, Ontario.
So he's 132 golf balls exactly. That means he's hitting certain numbers of sets right there. Let's see, they call him the freak. Let's see if he can bring it at 51 years young.
Boy, he has got what I call quite the kisser on him. He just looks like a nasty dude.
Yeah, he will not leave anything in the bag. Club speed should approach 150. The unique thing he does in his setup is he plays the ball extremely forward. You see it out in front of the left foot almost. So it means he's got to have a big lateral move to go get that ball right there.
Yeah, you saw a shot of Tim Burke. He hates going first. He ain't standing there watching.
He didn't have that choice. So again, what I mean here is Gavin has it way forward. Watch his chest. He's got to go get this golf ball. It's a big lateral move forward to go get it. When you have that much lateral move, your miss can be big. Hit that on the toe. It's hooking back to the middle. Oh my goodness, what a bounce.
Will that be enough? It will not. So Jeff Gavin, he's going to have to find about 12 more yards in the bag.
I promise you, Burke is not breathing easy right here.
Now let's come back to him.
Come back in again. Should be to the center. Drawing hard back in the grid.
That's a nosediver right there. And he's hitting the toe of the club. And you see the tracer on your screen. You're wondering, why is that ball starting so far to the right? Because he's swinging very far from in to out. Kind of to 2 o'clock, if you would.
So that is ball number 5. So if that's what he's doing, how does he fix it?
He has to calm down the face rotation with the hands. Don't try to fix the path. Fix the hand rotation and hold the face a little more square.
Ball number 6 for Jeff Gavin.
Way ahead of that one.
So Tim Burke is 2 balls away from advancing to yet another semifinal. That's a very nervous smile, by the way.
Yes, it is. This is Gavin's 3rd decade competing. I mean, he has been around. Just too much hand rotation right there. That's his lines right there. So good shot. Biggest numbers of the night right there. That was plenty.
So this is it. Plenty of time. Jeff Gavin down to his final ball. He needs 3, 8, 4 or better to continue.
Too much to the inside.
That is not going to be good enough, but a great effort nonetheless by 51-year-old Jeff Gavin. But Tim Burke looking for win number 3 in 2019. He will advance to take on Ryan Reisbeck in the semifinals. And what a semifinals we are going to have. Let's look at Tim Burke one more time.
It's the best I've ever seen him swing. He's got a soft left arm there at the top. You'll see a little bit of fold, and then great redirection of the club, stays behind it. He is in the best shape he's ever been. Sticks that finish. Just awesome.
Let's send it to Jerry.
Thank you very much. Do you feel vulnerable when you stand back here watching, knowing that you could get beat in a situation like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Happened to me twice this year in the Final 8. So Martin did it to me on his 8th ball last tournament in Rochester, and then that happened to me again over in for Jackson. So, yeah, I hate it.
I'm sure you do. You set big goals for the year. Are there little goals that you take into each and every set?
Yeah, I try to. I was trying to hit a draw. That's not like my normal shot. I usually try to hit a pull, and I like to cut the ball. But this grid is obviously a draw grid. You want to hit the right side and try to get some release with low amount of spin. So I was trying to do that, and I did a pretty good job at that, I think.
Most importantly, you're moving on. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate it.
You bet.
It's almost like he's listening to you, Art. He's saying, oh, there's a very interested spectator, Martin Borgmeier. He's gone nowhere.
Yeah, he's going to get that beer taken care of tomorrow morning, I think. But look at these numbers right here, Coach. And look at the cream rising to the con. I mean, again, you got all these players within 9 yards of each other. It's a coin flip.
Number one in the world, former number one in the world, two-time world champ, and Ryan Reisbeck, who all he did was hit the longest drive of the night.
Phenomenal Final Four right there.
All right, so the men will have a little bit of a break. It's time for the ladies. And we've got the number one hitter in the world. There's nobody better than Phillis Meti.
She has been on a roll trying to win number 4.
And even when she wasn't winning, she got a runner-up. Can anybody knock Phillis Meti off tonight? Stick around. The ladies' Final Four is coming up next. Will it be just one more trophy before Phillis goes for yet another world championship? We'll find out. We are live in Kingsport. It's Tennessee Big Shots. So we are back. What a great crowd we have tonight here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Tennessee Big Shots. They love this event here. There's so many different little things that are part of this event. How about the trash barrels? They get painted every year at a summer community unity festival called Fun Fest by children in this community. Fun Fest is a 9-day festival that celebrated its 39th straight year last month. And look at these. Aren't these nice? This could be my favorite, this next one coming up right here. Oh, my partner! My partner!
I'm on the trash can. I love it. I love this place.
That's a career highlight for you, Art.
Right, there's no photoshopping going there.
All right, it is time to introduce and meet our Final Four on the women's side.
As close to dominant as we've ever seen, she's a long drive world record holder and a 3-time world long drive champion. It's the Phillis Meti. Her opponent coming from Somerset, West South Africa, but she played her college ball. She's an A-Sun champion out of East Tennessee State, and she's ready to go buck wild. It's Chloe Garner.
Just watch me now. Just watch me. Just watch me.
Not only was she 2013's World Long Drive champion, also a world champion horseback rider, all-around outdoors lover, and you are gonna love her. It's the Long Knocker from Kentucky. It's, oh boy, no it's not. That is Alexis Belton, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hear it for Alexis Belton. Alexis out of Ruston, Louisiana. And now, I'm not kidding, not only was she 2013's long drive champion, world champion, horseback rider, let me hear it for Heather Manfredda. Manfredda, Belton, Garner, and the Philly. Ladies and gentlemen, your 4 women's semi-finalists.
Boy, how cute are those kids that are accompanying the players tonight? Several coming out from the Niswonger Children's Hospital, and Boy, it's good to see them being able to make it out tonight.
I love it. Let's take a look at these women's world rankings. 3 nations represented here, New Zealand, South Africa, and there's Phillis right there at the top. She is the record book of long drive right now. Chloe won here. She's 3rd. Alexis is 4th. So you got 3 of the top 4 right there.
By the way, here is what the brackets look like. Phillis Meti from New Zealand. We are live on Sky New Zealand. And Phillis Meti will go first tonight. Chloe Garner certainly is the hometown favorite, playing in neighboring Johnson City at East Tennessee State for his golf.
And Phillis had the choice to go first or second. She says, I'll just go ahead and take the lead right here.
Well, the 400 Club is well represented here tonight. Chloe Garner, a member of that club. That's big time.
And 413 out of Auction there for Phillis Meti. We know that Troy Mullins is in that club as well. There's Chloe at 4 bills. Thank you very much. Sandra Carberg, 401. You're going to see Troy Mullins right there, 402. But this lady right here, that's 413. Good afternoon, New Zealand.
Yes. Phillis did that this year. We'll see if one of them will poke it out there here tonight. By the way, New Zealand is 16 hours ahead.
Oh, enjoy your sandwich while you're watching, everybody in New Zealand. I want to come play Cape Kidnappers. I talked to Phillis about it. She said it's her favorite course. I got to play Cape Kidnappers, coach. I just love the name.
I know you do. Now, I'm convinced that Phillis decided to go first just so she can hit 8 balls.
And put pressure. There's some hot zones as well for the women, but every zone seems to be hot. Jerry, it's just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. High draw, high draw. I'm hearing 285 down that right side, left side is the big numbers for the hot zone.
Nothing ever changes. It doesn't matter the grid she's on or the wind conditions or anything. It is a high low spin draw every time. She's tall, she's powerful, she's got a heart of gold, and it's going to take something special for her not to win tonight.
Those are big numbers right there. I'll just give you a little bit of numbers here. 122, 178 was the last shot. The PGA Tour, the average club head speed 114, average ball speed 170, 169. And this is just another level right here.
Phillis Meti is so good. She's hit it past the play yellow zone.
That was a little too long. Whoever our official angel for play yellow is, go online and make a donation for Phillis. We didn't know she was going to go 340. She went 328 this morning. 340, coach.
It is 11:02, I've been told, just past the top of the hour in New Zealand. It's time for brunch.
Yes.
Over there.
It's time for a tinny over there, as they say.
Let's watch this hot zone here. This is the fastest ball speed of the night right here. Flew 330, goes to 340, and it does.
It does, by maybe 6 to 8 inches. And Chloe Garner's got to be saying, wow, this is going to be so hard to beat.
Goodness sakes. I just don't, Jerry, I don't know how you beat Phillis Meti. I don't know what you got to do. And she's trying all parts of the grid. The 39 ball was down the left, the 46 was down the right, the 26 is down the middle.
If that wasn't good enough, though, Archie, just change drivers and try and get a little more.
She is 4 for 6, and they are long.
Left center,
It's a little on the toe, see what it does. If it hit that front hot zone and get a forward bounce, and there it goes. Stay in the yellow. Stay in! I'm calling it! Coach, it's up to you and Jerry. That's in. We're calling that yellow.
We're calling it in. Another green number. So impressive. She absolutely dissects every grid that she hits on.
There's the fastest of the night, 180. See if she gets rewarded on the bounce for it. Almost flying at 330 yards in the air. What a set. What a clinic.
7 out of 8. That's as good as it gets. These good folks here in Kingsport are witnessing perhaps the greatest female long driver of all time.
I mean, Sandra's won 5, so on the records, she's there, but right now, Phillis is just unstoppable.
All right, well, Chloe Garner is ready to hit, but what is she thinking about? Listening to Jerry.
Exactly, Coach. Chloe Garner, when you watch the world #1 sit up there and perform like that, what goes through your mind knowing you have to beat her?
I mean, I know she's going to perform like that, so I guess I've been preparing mentally, leading up to it. I expect nothing less from Phillis. And so my game plan doesn't change. I just got to let it all out and see what happens.
Well, you also have the 15th club in the bag, as golfers say. You are the local favorite, East Tennessee State. Are you going to feed on this energy?
East Tennessee, and I'm going to try to do my best for them. So,
all right, get it going. Good job.
Jerry's getting her emotional before she even hits. Well, this was tweeted out by her East Tennessee State golf team. Plenty of love for her here in this part of the country.
Awesome. She's definitely got the fan support. Defending champion here. I mean, she's got to hit her best shot, and then when nobody's looking, maybe go up there and kick it. I think. I don't know. Get a little extra.
Well, between Chloe Garner and Phillis Meti, these are the only two women that have won in 2019. Chloe won in Fort Jackson.
I misspoke there. Emily Tubert won here against Chloe Garner last year. She just owns the town, coach. But great start right here. Beautiful golf swing. See if she can get a big bounce. That gives you a lot of confidence right there when you start a set. You're at 328. You're 18 yards back, Jerry. It's not like you're 40 back. You're only 18 back.
I think she knows she has it in her with a good bounce and a good ball. Art, not only is she the favorite because of having lived here and worked as assistant coach at East Tennessee State, she also caddied out at Old Farm, the really exclusive kind of Augusta National of East Tennessee and Western Virginia, if you will, and they just love her out there.
She's going to swing absolutely. This is a beautiful shot. But again, the numbers on paper, you need that bounce like you talked about, Jerry. There's that 280. There's a hot zone right there. 180 just doesn't beat. If it doesn't lose the 162, it's just all it's doing. Unless you hit the firmest part of the grid, which we saw Emily Tubert do last year.
Just like Jerry Foltz, Chloe has tattoos all over her body. However, these actually tell a story of her life, what she's been through. When she talks about these tattoos, it's really fascinating.
The one thing she's doing here technically, though, she knows she doesn't have the speed.
Right.
But as you know, at this level, it's not always just about raw speed. She's hitting up on it more than any of them, trying to get that high launch, very low spin, always hitting a tumbler. She knows she has to get the absolute best she can possibly do and get lucky, and she's trying it on every swing.
You're exactly right. And how do you do it? Look at the setup. Look how much tilt. Look how far the head's behind the ball so that you do hit up on the golf ball.
Hey, if there is a silver lining, she is hitting several balls in the play yellow zone.
Right.
And as we know, there's going to be a donation matching the yardage. So she's raised at least $600 or $400 already.
Beautiful. On a big night, Coach.
On a big night.
It's your birthday, Coach. Happy birthday. It's a beautiful night.
Jerry,
it's your birthday coming up, too.
Coming down now.
And
big bounce.
Big bounce. Will
big bounce.
30.
Boy, she got a big time roll, but it stopped at about 331. So the eighth and final ball for Chloe Garner. She's got to get it to 346 or better.
I don't know if she believes she has more than that one right there. Yeah. That one was blistered.
And it rolled almost 40 yards. I don't think she hits it any better than last two right here.
Coming down now.
That's just how dominant Phillis Meti is.
Another 320-plus yard drive.
Jerry, all right, you're both right. A great set for Chloe Garner, 5 out of 8. But sometimes there's someone that's just better than you are. And right now, Phillis Meti is the best.
Coach, you are exactly right. When you have that kind of speed and you have that kind of control, you're just not beatable. And how do you do it? Right there. Just love how she uses the ground and extends through the ball right there. Just more speed, more power, and she hits it in the center of the face. That is the key to long drive. This ball will fly 330 yards. There's no helping wind right here. This is uphill. Look at the carry. Almost 330.
All right, let's send it down to Jerry Foltz. Jerry?
Thanks, Coach. We're looking at the grid workers out there, 7 of them picking up the balls, and they all look like they're in one group picking up Phillis Meti's balls. Why did you make the decision to go first?
I knew that I needed to put a good number on Chloe. She's
obviously got a 15th club, and I'm proud of her. Thank you very much for coming out. But she's a super competitor too, so 346 is a pretty good number I'm happy with.
We're live on Sky New Zealand right now. I understand just before noon local time. Anything you want to say to your friends and fans at home?
It's much warmer in Tennessee.
You're moving on. Phillis Meti, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, love the smile, love the swing, and love her game. Well, that smile will light up a room, and it will light up a grid. You think she's excited? Winning never gets old, Art.
Where does she put all the trophies? That's what I want to know. Do you need another trophy room, Coach?
Well, Alexis Belton, she'd like to win tonight. Heather Manfredda, she'd like to win. They go toe-to-toe, face-to-face, next. Well, just a moment ago, while we were in break, Chloe Garner getting plenty of love from the fans here in her home away from home, so to speak.
Best fans on the World Long Drive Tour, not just for Chloe, but for everybody. This is an amazing place.
All right, time for semifinal number 2. There is Heather Manfredda. She will go second in this matchup. Very stoic, focused. And there is Alexis Belton. The fact that she is awake at this point, well, that is nothing short of a miracle. She must have heard me right there. Last night she had some travel issues, and look what time she put on Instagram that she arrived in her hotel room, 3:57 a.m. Enough to sleep for a couple of hours. And a big shout out to our Mike Bird. He's one of our associate producers. He traveled with her late into the night to get here from Charlotte. And they all arrived here safe and sound. And she got up this morning, qualified, still went to Niswonger Children's Hospital, borrowed a club to qualify, and now here she is tonight on live TV. Amazing.
Good news is she has her clubs back.
Great news, Jerry.
Right, Obi, right.
She put on a show in Rochester, didn't she, Art? That was really impressive. And, I can't believe she has the energy right now to swing this hard.
Watch this golf swing. You do not have to take the club way past parallel to hit it far. Wide, short. She usually goes with 2 drivers, maybe the first 4 shots with her shorter club, and then she goes to the longer one. We'll see what she does here. That's going to be just over 300. More cash. I think, what are we, well over, how many thousands now, Coach?
We're over $4,000 already for the Play Yellow campaign here tonight. By the way, last year in this round, Alexis Belton beat Phillis Meti.
This is hot right here. This is running. This is running up that right side. She got yellow golf balls out there. Let's keep playing yellow. Jerry, she hadn't made a club switch yet.
No, you know what, though? It doesn't. Oh, this one was caught right here. A little higher loft, low spin. She liked it. That's the best she could do with that driver. She broke onto the scene with just a 45-inch, 9.5-degree driver a couple years ago.
And this is what she does. She follows suit. She hit 4 golf balls with the play club. Now here comes the longer club, looking for 10 more yards, maybe.
That one, 326, the new number to beat for Alexis Belton. An incredible athlete, very competitive, hates to lose. From Ruston, Louisiana.
College basketball player.
We had some video earlier this year of her playing one-on-one against her brother. And she hates to lose to him.
Right.
John towards left center.
I marvel at how well she transitions from the short club to the long club. You know, that length, the weight difference, and she does it well.
Most of these swings, but with the men and the women, you see where the power comes from with the naked eye. This one, it's tough to see.
Yes, great point, Jerry, right there. And I'll tell you what, the players are really on tonight. Over 55% now with these marks in play tonight combined for the men and women.
And that's why they love this grid.
Yes. And guys, to that point, last year, her longest drive on this grid, 319.
Yes.
Tonight, she's already gone past that, 326.
Another one. Little on the toe. We'll see if we can get that hop. That's her fastest ball speed. Hit that slot. Roll. Over 20.
All right, a great set for Alexis Belton. 6 out of 8. 326 is the number to beat for Heather Manfredda.
I'm telling you, long drive tonight. I mean, we're approaching 60% in play on this grid. For all the players, they're swinging great. 3 weeks away from the World Long Drive Championship, and they're trying to take form right here.
What an absolutely gorgeous smile from both of these young ladies. They love competing against each other. Manfredda, she's kind of a cowgirl at heart. There you see her favorite teams, favorite person you look like. You know what? I was just watching Suits, and Katherine Heigl is on Suits. I can see that. Do you watch Suits?
I don't watch Suits. My daughter watches Suits.
She doesn't wear them either.
But I don't wear them either. And I'm not wearing a toupee either. Coach, we're not doing
let's
that.
Let's be honest. You don't know what Suits is.
I own a few.
Let me tell you a little bit about Heather. Not only is she a wonderful power hitter and a great entertainer as well, we're not allowed to root for any of these players, but when they send drinks to your table, you kind of quietly root for them, so go Heather.
The 2013 World Long Drive champion, no stranger to the tee, no stranger to pressure. You know, played a lot of competitive golf as well. Little two-way miss to start, so she's got to kind of find her way, pick a shot. They're all kind of going for that draw. I'd like to see her get behind the golf ball to kind of line up, pick a target.
She really rushed through those first, what was it, 3 as
yes.
well.
She got 4 off in a minute. I don't think she's got her lines. That's just a straight push. See how fast that little hot zone is here. But yes, she is getting behind the golf ball here. I'm a big fan of this right here. Go through the routine. You're a golfer. Use your skill.
Yeah, she went through 4 balls in about $110.
That's the one.
Amazing when you get behind the golf ball. See if you can get a bounce right here.
Is it gonna be enough? Big bounce. Just gonna come up about 3 or 4 yards short. 322.
She's wasted no time. She's left a minute 17 with 2 to go. Just get behind the golf ball. Take a breath. You've got 30+ seconds a shot. I love this. Get a rehearsal.
Art, if there's one thing that you and Jerry have taught me in this game, in this sport, it's that pacing is everything.
Right.
Down to the last.
Okay, so Heather Manfredda down to her final ball.
Jerry, you and her can go have a drink real quick. She's got 45 seconds.
I could. I'm not sure about her.
Good shot.
Boy, that's going to be on the grid. Is it going to be enough? 326, the number to beat. Big time roll. Oh! And again, comes up 4 yards short. So a great effort, but not quite enough. So Alexis Belton survives. And her long 24 hours continues into the finals.
And a rematch of Rock City right here.
Guys, give it up for Heather Manfredda.
You think Heather Manfredda wanted that last one to get to 327?
As a former competitor, you can only ask to hit your best ball solid. It's all you care about is don't hit a dud on that last ball. Give yourself a chance. She came up just a few yards short.
All right, right now, Jerry is with Alexis Belton.
Well, she was only traveling here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin yesterday from a Symetra Tour event, and then it got really difficult. Getting into the hotel room at 4 in the morning after taking a ride from Charlotte with one of our Golf Channel producers. How did you find the energy to not only qualify this morning, but to put on that performance here?
I just felt blessed. I mean, to be able to be here and then have the family of Long Drive come and help me out, like Trevor and Phyllis and Holly and so many of the other girls, so super blessed.
Not only the support they gave you, but also you didn't have your clothes, and more importantly, you didn't have your clubs. You borrowed a driver to qualify.
Yeah, I'm more thankful that they put up with me because I'd been wearing the same clothes for a while.
Well, you're going to keep wearing them for a little while longer. You're on the finals. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh, she can always make light of a very difficult situation. Alexis Belton moves on to the finals. Here's what the women's bracket looks like. She's going to have to find 20 yards.
You said it right there, Coach. You got to go try to find 20 yards or hope Phyllis doesn't show up. And that is not normal because she does show up to the party.
So they will battle it out a little bit later on here tonight in the women's finals at Tennessee Big Shots. Boy, the images so far, these men and women have come to hit. These young kids have made incredible signs. The emotion, the intensity, the competitiveness, and guess what? We're only about halfway done. The men's semifinals is on the way from Tennessee. There you see the incredible crowd, and we are just about set for men's semifinal number 1. Kyle Berkshire will go second. This is a rematch of last year's final here at Tennessee Big Shots.
Absolutely, and Justin James took Kyle down. I mean, and this is big going into the World Championship for Justin James. I don't think it's as big for Kyle, but this is big because of confidence. Justin won here last year, but he wants to take Kyle down and win this title and have the momentum going into the World Championship.
Last year, Justin James hit at 396 on this very grid to beat Kyle, who hit at 393.
I'm going to make a prediction. We're going to see something over 400 in this set, Art.
Absolutely could. It's getting a little bit cooler out there. There's no air to speak of, is there?
No, we would love a little. It's
Yeah.
a little sticky out here, no. But there's nothing affecting the conditions.
So the move that Justin has to counteract is this little over-the-top move. There he got underneath it, but he did not hit it. He hit it high in the face. 206 on the ball speed.
Boy, that was in the air for about 10 minutes.
Right, 2,600 RPM. The number would be under 2,000 RPMs, and we need the ball speed over 218 if he wants to play ball with Kyle. So that's the over-the-top move. It happens now on ball 1 and 3. The right shoulder is going out and around. He needs the right shoulder to go underneath. That's a key. That back trail shoulder cannot go towards the golf ball. It has to go underneath.
Ball number 4, 358 right now, the only ball that he has been able to get in.
And that's underneath, but it looks like a little bit too much spin in my eye. Jerry, you as well, 152, 212.
Looks to me like he's actually, by not staying behind and getting underneath it, he's actually hitting not up on the ball. Not down on it, but not up on it. So not maximizing the launch conditions like you need to.
So Jerry, he just added 15 yards to his best drive, so now 373. Is the number to beat. You're looking at both men who have been #1 in the world, the former #1, and Kyle is the current #1.
Right, in my opinion, in the last 2 years, Justin's body has changed dramatically. He has gotten massive, really big. 2017, when he dominated, he was not this thick above the waist. He is definitely strong. I don't know how it's affected his swing. Look at there, 223 on the ball, but the spin is off because he's catching it on different parts of the club, the wrong parts of the club. But I question a little bit about his size. He is really getting massive.
All right, 2 balls to go, 35 seconds.
More spin, more right.
And Justin James knows that if 373 is the number, it could be a one and done.
It really could. He's got to hit a great ball here. It needs to be 380 plus to make Kyle go to another gear, because Kyle now knows how to play in first gear and just get one out there to win matches. He used to have 1 gear, full speed.
No doubt. So ball number 8, will it be special?
Oh, great shot. Good finish. See what the spin is if we can catch this on TrackMan. 2,500 should produce more than 73. Absolutely does, yes.
What a big time clutch hit. North of 390, but the official number 390, Art.
155, 222. What a wonderful shot. 8th ball, that's clutch right there. And that makes Kyle play differently.
And that number is bigger than any number that Kyle hit in his first round here tonight. The second longest drive of the night, right behind Ryan Reisbeck. So now, the current #1 hitter in the world. Now let's go back. 2017, the night before his very first qualifier. This is Kyle Berkshire.
I remember when he came in my shop when he first started. This is 3 months after he came in my shop and started long drive. And I mean, I cannot believe how he has fast-tracked and has not been to the barber since.
He's been growing his hair for almost 3 years, right? Who does he look like on the PGA Tour?
That'd be Mr. Fleetwood there, the Englishman.
And they both have a very, I call it a quiet arrogance about him. If you talk to Kyle Berkshire for longer than 2 minutes, you're going to figure out not only does he believe he belongs here, he believes he's absolutely already the best in the world.
Yeah, he's learned the hard way. He has been on so many telecasts the last 2 years, and he didn't know how to win quarter and semifinal matches. He went as hard as you could. He's got to go hard here. He's got to kind of use that map that he had out before in the grid and focus on that right side, right center, and hit his shot, keep the spin down at 2,000.
A big 390 drive.
Great shot.
Will this be enough?
Center of the grid.
Right down the middle.
We'll find out together.
I just checked up because it flew 380.
So about 5 yards short for Kyle Berkshire as he assesses the situation. He's very strategic, very smart. Says it's all about science for him.
Art, he's not used to hitting a good one and not having it be good enough.
I think it was, honestly, Jerry. I mean, it was kind of a little toey. It flew 380. It just didn't get any roll.
He reacted like he caught it.
217. When he gets it, his ball speed is going to be 225 like that last one there. He just has to square it up. He's going to need 220 plus to beat Justin. That's flat enough. He wishes that ball was down the right side right there.
So that will drift off to the left, so Kyle is halfway through. The clock right where he wants it to be. He's so comfortable now on TV. He's here every single time.
Jerry, he looks so poised. He really does.
A lot more so than just a year ago. Remember, I mean, he's still just a young kid in this game, not only in life.
Right, 3 years in. And again, you're noticing his pre-shot right there. It's a huge rock onto the left foot, onto the right foot. That's his trigger. That's his motion. And I'll tell you what, he's going to have to call on everything right here. Hit the center of the face. Critical shots right here coming up the last 3.
Just 22 years of age. And now 2 balls to go, 45 seconds. And just like Justin James did, Kyle's got to bring something special in this final 2. The very stoic JJ.
Don't celebrate just yet.
Oh, baby.
Don't celebrate just yet.
Oh, baby. Is that enough? Oh!
Don't celebrate was right. That was about
landed past 390. Boy, did Justin James dodge one there. And now having to really...
Oh! Is this guy clutch? 228!
Oh, no!
What's he gonna do?
It is! It's enough! It's the magic 8-ball for the first time in Tennessee!
That's why you're the world #1.
Holy smokes!
He had 5 seconds left, coach, and got that shot off. He did not react to that 405 ball out of play. He stayed with his business, and he won it on his last ball.
I have goosebumps about what that young man just did right there. That was amazing.
Look at this move. Plant the left foot. Take up the right foot. As you set it down, that club's going away. This golf ball leaves 228 miles an hour, full throttle, and he knew it. What a clutch shot.
I mean, that is as clutch as it gets. That is as exciting as it gets. And for Justin James, what a heartbreaking way to lose tonight.
When you watch the replay on this, I mean, he had 5-6 seconds left. He took it down to the wire. I mean, he poised himself and delivered a center shot.
And look at him. He knows. He knows he had it.
See ya. This is the best in the business right here. This is stuff Jason Zuback used to do all the time back in the 90s. You used to think he was out, and then all of a sudden, see ya, it was over.
So that is the same distance that he advanced to the finals a year ago against Will Hogue. And he is now routinely going against the biggest names that this sport has to offer. Look at that, nearly 400 yards. And I don't care what angle you're looking at. It's awesome.
That's 32 out of 33 sets he's won in the last 2 tournaments. I mean, it's amazing.
And I think the best part of all of it, he had to speed up at the end because he didn't have enough time.
Phenomenal.
You don't think he wants to be the best? Listen to Jerry.
They say keeping a control of your heart rate in any sport is key. He just checked his after that last ball, 203. Where did that come from?
Well, it came from a lot of energy drinks and a lot of adrenaline.
When you have gotten to this stage, you've proven that you have the speed. You're #1 in the world. You went up against the former #1 who brought his best tonight. It comes down to the last ball, 5 seconds left. In the past, that might not have been where you performed your best. What's the difference now?
Well, we have 20, 30,000 repetitions under our belt. I mean, me and Bobby Peterson, we've been busting our butt all year. And, you know, those reps come into play when you have all this pressure. You need to rely on muscle memory. And that came through today. It's great to see that happen. You know.
Doing what you did there, providing the highlight of the night, is that something you're going to draw upon and bring you confidence even more than you have already moving forward?
Absolutely. I mean, I know I have the numbers. I know I have the swing. We're locked in. Now it's just time to do the dang thing.
All right, you're on the verge of dominance in this sport right now. Good luck in the finals.
Thank you, Dad. Appreciate it.
He says, let's do the dang thing. How about
Bonnet
that?
like Berkshire, baby, and he does.
Boy,
I mean,
that smells like a T-shirt to me. That smells like a T-shirt to me.
Oof.
Boy, well, that was fun. Look at this. You think he wanted to keep hitting tonight?
Oh, goodness sakes.
Look at that reaction.
Yeah, he really got into that.
That is more emotion than he gave at Rochester when he won the whole thing.
When you 8-ball it, when you do something like that, you need 90 plus. That's pretty cool.
Oh, the VIPs, they are 9 deep. Art, I need you to stay here. Don't walk over there.
Jerry, where are you in there?
Keep Jerry out of there. Boy, they have been entertained for sure. This is our next matchup right there on the big board. It's Tim Burke, Ryan Reisbeck. More drama, we guarantee it. Come on back. We are back. There's so much to do in this part of the country. Earlier today, how about this? Martin Borgmeier, James Tait, Ryan Reisbeck visited the NASCAR famous short track at Bristol Motor Speedway.
These boys just love speed, don't they, Coach?
Of course, Reisbeck, who's got 5 kids, says, listen, I'm going to drive, boys. I'm going to drive. And then later, Alexis Belton, Kyle Berkshire, Justin Moose, Chloe Garner, they visited the Niswonger Children's Hospital, where there are plenty of smiles despite what those poor kids are going through.
So wonderful what they did. Take time out of their day. The ladies right after they qualified. Just, I love it. And I tell you what, it brings you, you know, kind of gives you some humility where you're at.
No doubt. Well, there is Kyle Berkshire high-fiving the kids. He just gave us perhaps the greatest, most dramatic moment of the entire season with that magic 8-ball. Let's go back for a second. It was his last ball. He needed to go past Justin James. Watch and listen.
Coming out on now.
Kyle Berkshire.
That ball is
Justin knew it the second he did it.
Yeah, he absolutely did. He absolutely did. And that is the hardest way to lose in this sport. And you said it, he needed a win tonight for his confidence.
He did, but a great performance for Justin. He is definitely one of those upper echelon players. Don't worry about Justin James when it comes to at WinStar.
All right, Art, Coach Jerry, time for men's semifinal number 2. Ryan Reisbeck, who hit it .393 to knock Martin Borgmeier out in the quarterfinals. I'd be smiling too. He will take on a 2-time world champ and a 2-time winner on tour this year, Tim Burke.
Absolutely. This guy is a tactician right here. He said he's hitting a draw. That was where all his misses were. His shots all 3 in play that did go in. We'll see what he can build on. A little pull over the top.
Again.
I've been noticing this in his sets. He starts out first ball kind of around 140, 205. Watch those numbers, folks, on the screen. They're going to ramp up as the set moves on.
You know, Tim Burke really, after the last season, rededicated himself to the sport, to his fitness, to being ready at every single tour stop.
Right now, he is struggling holding the golf club. He had his gloves in front of our portable air conditioner unit over in the VIP section right before this set, and you can see his right hand. He can't even hold on the club. He's shaking it after every hit.
What's the problem, Jerry?
Well, it's just hot.
Oh, I got
and he didn't have enough gloves, I guess. They get them for free, don't they?
Oh. Wow, you would not think he'd make that kind of mistake. Who would know?
All right, so far 0 for 3. Minute 15 to hit 3 balls.
So he's got this pull over the top move coming on. He's normally a pull guy, but it'll cut back. So Jerry, if you're going to play this pull and it's not cutting, you got to aim more right.
Absolutely, and it was the draw that he doesn't want to hit the gut in here. It's not going to cut. Go ahead and go back to it, don't you think?
Yes.
Well, he said he was going to aim for the hot zone and try and drive that.
Jerry, did he just listen to us?
There was a noise that came right in contact, much like when you watch tennis sometimes, that I couldn't identify with.
Right in the hot zone that came down just short of the play yellow zone, however, so at least it's a green number.
Absolutely.
He needed that.
A little high in the spin, but at least he got his lines good. Another good one here. This might be better.
Right of the hash mark.
So 2 straight in the grid.
Yeah, this is better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is Tim Burke.
Oh, that is nice.
Wow.
Money.
How good did this set just get after the first 4 shots?
395 for Burke.
Since 2011, almost going on 10 years. I mean, 6 out of 8 quarterfinals in the World Long Drive Championship. He wanted to make every quarterfinal this year. He's done it. He's won 2 belts, 2 titles this year. He's ramping up a resume that will go down in history as one of the best ever.
His last ball, he didn't like it, but he had a monster number, and Ryan Reisbeck has his work cut out for him.
Absolutely. 95 is a huge ball. Perfect flight, 1,700 RPMs. Couldn't have hit a better shot when he needed it.
All right, so for the second set in a row, Tim Burke must watch and hope that Reisbeck does not do what he did in the first round, and that is win late. Despite the wins this year, if there's one man who's been snake bitten by the late ball, it would be Tim Burke.
Absolutely. He also got Berkshire and Chin on that ball that hugged the line, you know, at 474 yards. That must have stayed on the line, Coach, for 10 seconds.
You and I went and had dinner and came back, and it was still rolling on the line.
Right. So where does all this spin come from with Reisbeck? It comes from a little down and across action. So he'll swing a little bit too much to the left. You got to get him swinging out to the right to get that spin down.
Ball number 3, and much like Tim Burke, Ryan Reisbeck really struggling out of the gate.
And if you're new to long drive, or if you've been watching us for several years, what you're seeing right now is overswinging. And when you overswing, you don't perform well. You need 396 yards, Jerry, going uphill, for goodness sakes. You better overswing.
He knows he needs to hit one like he might have not hit in quite some time.
So this ball's way forward, the handle's well behind, and the face is staying open. It's 4 straight misses to the right. And it's the old adage, Jerry, swing hard in case you hit it, because you might want to.
So now Ryan Reisbeck, halfway home, he's got to find the grid. He's got to find it at 395 or better.
Cannot get it to turn over right here for some reason. Cannot get that face to square up.
One thing I noticed with him, he might have the weakest left-hand grip in the sport. A strong right-hand position, but a weak left hand, and that puts a lot of timing, doesn't it, to turn it over?
Right.
All right, ball number 6, a minute to go.
If it turns over, it's with that right hand for sure. See, there's the telltale sign right there. That's coming over the top, swinging a little bit left, kind of like towards 11 o'clock, and leaving the face open. Speeds are there. He just has to somehow square that face.
2 balls, Tim Burke anxiously waiting, hoping, praying that Reisbeck doesn't dig deep enough.
So I noticed there in his setup, his shoulders are pointing at the left line. That means the ball's so forward. So if we look at it from behind here, he's got to get his shoulders pointed well more right. So we'll hopefully take a look here. You can see how far the shoulders are pointed to the left from behind, and that's what's causing this. See him down that left side there?
All right, final ball, and that is not going to be enough. So, unfortunately, an 0-for-8 set for Ryan Reisbeck, and Tim Burke will advance to another final, and what a final we are going to have. Tim Burke and Kyle Berkshire. Art, it's really hard to get better than this. The 2 hottest players of 2019.
Absolutely. Tim going for his 3rd title, Kyle going for 2 in a row. And I'll just tell you what, it's they're performing the best. I'll tell you. And there, Phillis, she's not done yet.
All right, so Burke and Kyle Berkshire will take a little bit of a break. Coming up next, we crown our first champion of the night. Will it be Alexis Belton or Phillis Meti? Oh, I love the kids. I love the kids. Next. It is time to check out our epic flash drives of the day, presented by Callaway. Looking at the longest drives of today's competition thus far. How about Ryan Reisbeck, 393?
Yep, Callaway staff member right there, 393. Definitely, you could have used that about 5 minutes ago, or a little bit longer. Great shot right there.
That was against Spartan Borgmeier. And here is the biggest hit of the night. Thus far, presented by Callaway. Kyle Berkshire, 398.
Against 395, the top 2 longest are facing off for the title tonight. Jerry thinks 400 is going to happen. We'll see.
All right, it is time for the women's final. We could not be more excited. It is look at that crowd, so good. Okay, here we go. It's going to be Alexis Belton, and she will go second, taking on Phillis Meti, who will hit first. 3rd time this season that Belton has made it into the finals. Phillis Meti, she's made it every single time on TV this year. In fact, I would love to go back the Rock City event in Rochester, New York, and it was decided by 2 feet. 2 feet.
Very close event right there. All right, let's see what Phillis has. Yeah, here it was. This was a couple weeks ago in Rochester. 2 feet. A very tough grid. She won it.
It was not easy, and it was as tight could be. Will Alexis have enough to beat Phillis here tonight and earn a much-needed nap after her last 24 hours? Okay, here we go. So Phillis Meti looking for win number 4 on tour here in 2019. As you can see, the sun is starting to set here in Kingsport.
I mean, Jerry, it's just pick up where you left off. Thank you very much.
It's Byron-like.
Right?
It's just so rare that she misses the grid unless we have like crazy conditions in Atlantic City.
Correct.
Yeah, it's just rare.
7 of 8 in her first round. 326 to begin her final set.
326. She'd be a really easy player to shag golf balls for on the range, even with drag. As opposed to the guy who used to shag my golf balls was doing wind sprints with an 8-iron.
She is quite an accomplished player, a scratch player, played a little competitive golf back home in New Zealand, and that's why this golf swing is so repeatable.
She's a great ambassador for not only this sport, but the sport of golf. She goes so far out of her way to do good by people and to do good for people. It's really impressive, her commitment to the community in which she's visiting, the community in which she lives.
1 out of 3 thus far. Very good pacing for the current world champ.
a little inside there. Going to switch clubs. She does not use a crazy low loft. And again, I stress again, all these clubs at USJ, she's not using a 4 or 5 degree club. She's in that 7, 8 degree club, and that pure edge driver right there.
Do you think she could even get more out of it if she tinkered with lower lofts?
I don't think so. I think she's really optimal, Jerry. And what I mean by that is she marries the spin, the launch, and the apex really well for any kind of grid. Roll out of play. So she was up at 180 ball speed before. 26 is a much different number than 39.
You know, let's note, guys, that in the semis, Phillis hit at 346. Alexis Belton hit at 326, which is right now the number to beat with 2 balls to hit.
It's a very doable number. Didn't finish its rotation. Starting on that right side, she's a little bit slower than she was in the other round.
Remember, these women qualified earlier today. Now the final ball of the set of Phillis Meti. That's going to stay on. But what she has done is really open the door for Alexis Belton to have a legit chance to walk away with this title.
And that was not a Phillis Meti set right there. She got 1 ball in, her first ball in, and I'll tell you what, this puts spring in the step of Alexis Belton. This is a doable number. This golfer, who Jerry mentioned, came off the symmetric tour, knows how to use the ground, and there is some ground to use out here on this grid. See if she can hit the ball low and use the sides, use the corners, and get some chase.
Played in the symmetric tour in the Milwaukee area last week. You know, if she's able to win here tonight, we might have to have our Mike. May have to give her a ride to every single event.
Right, and she's going to go with the same system. She hits 4 golf balls, Jerry, and then she changes clubs. She's going pretty fast here. Take a breath, Alexis. You got 2 off in 30 seconds. Get behind the ball. Play some golf.
Yes, so many different ways to bring down your heartbeat. Relax.
These toe hits, they will cause the ball to curve hard, not get her big number. And when the ball hits the toe, it doesn't stay in the air real well. It spins real low. It doesn't hang. Again, 4 balls off in just a little over a minute.
All right, that one looks on a better trajectory. And a big bounce there. And it's going to come up about 4 yards short, or 3 yards short.
Staying with this club.
And right back on it.
Slow down, get behind the golf ball. Jerry, don't you think, I mean, if you're a golfer, treat it like a hole and play some golf here.
Yeah, exactly. Treat it like it is the longest par 4 you've ever played, and you can't get there if you don't, oh, that was good.
Yes.
Not sure where she hit it, but that was good.
Yeah, here's what I'm talking about, using the ground. This is the one that has the chance if it scampers. This is the one. Almost.
He's going to stop again right around that 323. Just like Rochester, when she came oh so close. She's got to swing a little bit harder.
Golf shot.
Will that be it?
Right
Will
here.
that be the one?
Use the ground. Watch the right side. That's where Tubert won last
Will
year.
this be the one?
That's where she won last year.
324.
And she did it.
She did it. Alexis Belton has knocked off Phillis Meti here tonight. She is the Tennessee Big Shot.
That is the side. She used the ground, 328. And she had to hit it low and use the ground to beat Phillis. Wonderful victory right there for
you,
Alexis.
Mom. Happy birthday.
Yeah, Mom. Happy birthday. I didn't know me and Alexis's mother had the same birthday. Well, how about that?
What a great victory right there. She's dangerous when the grid is fast. Hit some spots. She is very dangerous.
All right, let's see how she got it done.
She went real fast. Just a textbook golf swing. There is nothing I would change about this golf swing. It doesn't go back very far. She works so well down and under. She does not exert a lot of energy like Jerry says. That was 170 ball speed, and she just used the ground. That's what's great. She's got another one at the peg. She didn't even look at that one, and then let's see what happens when she saw it.
Boy, when they get it done, the explosion of happiness, you can't contain it.
Let's see how much this ball rolls right here. So it flies a little over 300, and she gets a beautiful amount. 7 yards a roll.
And Phillis Meti, oh, the big eyes and the respect.
Yes.
And the appreciation, too. All right, send it to Jerry.
All right, Alexis, you beat Phillis Meti here in the semifinals last year. You beat the world #1 here in the finals. What is the feeling and the emotions when you hit one that you know has a chance? You watch it, and then it wins.
I know that I have more, so it's pretty exciting.
Are you just running on fumes right now?
Pure adrenaline, but it's been so much fun. Tennessee is absolutely amazing, one of my favorite stops. So yeah.
And you are now the Tennessee Big Shot.
Woo! Super excited.
Congratulations, Alexis Belton, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so Alexis Belton gets it done. And she even gave me a little Ric Flair woo there as well.
Love it. I mean, 2 feet in Rochester. She can play ball out there. I mean, that 46 ball Meti hits, that's another world. So, but she just loved it. Borrowed a club this morning. Missed her flight canceled. Caught a ride with one of our techs. Arrived at 4 a.m. But the golf swing held up. Wonderful victory for Alexis.
Well, you heard her say it was all about adrenaline, and she had just enough, 2 yards enough to bring home the title here tonight. You got to believe that's going to do a whole bunch for her confidence heading into the Worlds. Next up, 2 absolute studs are ready to go toe-to-toe. The #1 player in the world faces that man, Tim Burke, the 2-time world champ. I can't wait for this. All right, well, you've been voting all night. How many one and dones did you think was going to happen tonight? So far, we've had 0. 67% of you say 1 to 3. It could happen. It could happen. And it could happen right now. Okay, here we go. It's time for the men's final, and it doesn't get any better than this here in 2019. Your winner in Rochester, your #1 ranked player in the world is that man, Berkshire, who won in dramatic fashion just moments ago. He will take on a 2-time world champ, a 2-time winner on tour this year, Tim Burke. Tim Burke will hit first, and this is a rematch of the finals of the first event of the year when you talk about dramatic.
Oh, goodness sakes, I thought Kyle had that in the bag. Tim hit the line hugger, 474, longest win on tour.
Kyle had a 466-yard drive that night and got beat by 8 yards.
And Tim has started out slow the last set, and again on ball 5 is where he started ramping it up. So we'll see what he does here. Hasn't had a big right miss very much. It's all been left. There's 2 left misses right there. It's over the top. It's a different Tim Burke. I walked past the restaurant this morning with his family here, his almost 2-year-old son. They're having breakfast. You know, it's not long drive all the time. He's a family man, a husband, a father. It makes a big difference. But it's go time right here. 2-way miss, a little bit dangerous right there. This is the first big right ball of the night.
And sometimes you start to see him get a little bit frustrated. There is the wife and son that you were talking about.
Yes.
They are stalwarts, always at the events. They run 3 deep, the Burke family. Now ball number 4, and his pacing is just a little bit quick right now.
Yeah, 2 left, 2 right, Jerry. I mean, which one you going to pick? You going to go for the pole?
Yeah, right now he's a little frustrated too because he can't see that. It's getting quite dark out here. I know it doesn't look that way on your monitors, but it is getting quite dark out here, and they're tough to follow. The good news is he doesn't have to worry about hitting the second shot of the putt.
Ball number 5. And so far this season, Tim Burke has made it to the finals twice. He has won both times.
Berkshire waiting in the wings. 3-0
All right, a big breath. The Terminator waiting in the wings.
Oh, that ball just did not for goodness sakes, that face check. And this guy uses a 3-degree loft, so for him to square it up is so hard to time. Those are the perfect numbers for him to use that grid and hit it 390 yards.
All right, 2 balls left. He's got to get something in this grid, something for Kyle to shoot
And
at.
there he goes right there. It's not the hottest side of the grid.
Coming down now.
Oh, yes, it might be. It's a 70 ball maybe. Yeah, not the hottest side at all. Big numbers.
So it is a green number, but certainly very doable for Berkshire. So the 8th and final ball for Tim Burke.
It will be 3-6.
And not his best set by a long way. So 1 out of 8. He has got to be very disappointed with that. So Kyle Berkshire, who in Rochester hit just 4 balls, tonight has only hit 13 balls. So he's very, very efficient, and it is very possible that this could be our first one and done of the night for the championship.
And if anybody knows how to do it, and he's made a big change, does he know how to gear back? Does he just know how to hit the center of the face and win this thing on 1 shot?
So here we go.
No idea where that went. No idea, guys.
I am hearing from multiple sources, and I believe you know this as well, who know the sport inside and out. It's not an official record, but 228 is the highest ball speed ever recorded in the launched monitor era. That is incredible.
That is absolutely amazing.
All right, ball number 2. That's going to fade out to the right as well.
Yeah, I mean, his misses are 220.
All the way to the end.
365 is not a bunt number. That means he can't just go half speed. He's still got to make his golf swing. And I think it's just a tight lower draw that he's got to try to hit. He mapped this grid out for 3 hours. Can he find it? Yes, he can.
And that will probably do it.
I think it does it in the air. Good night, nurse.
Berkshire.
Good night, nurse.
It is over 400 yards, and that deserves a hashtag. Mash 'em up. It's over. 409 for the champ.
Good night, nurse is all you can say. He just put him to bed. 409. Wow.
Kyle Berkshire just put an exclamation point on 2019, a season where he made every TV. He won the last 2 events, and it's time now for our power lesson presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Who else?
Kyle Berkshire, look here, the rock in the foot, it takes mind, it takes body and equipment. Sets that left foot, sets the right foot right here. This is the best long driver on earth right now. Plants it, extends, and it does. It takes mind. He's got it, he's come a long way. Perfect physique and the equipment, and that is what you need to be the best right here.
From up top,
409 yards on an uphill grid when you need 365. Exclamation point going in to the World Long Drive Championship. I mean, he flew that ball close to 390 plus yards.
He said coming into 2019 that he had goals. I want to start winning on tour, and now his next step, a world championship. Jerry, go.
He is making some great strides in that direction, Coach. And like I said earlier, on the verge of dominance. That was an incredible performance. Are you serious? 409?
I'll take it. I won. That's all that matters. You know, it's all about those W's.
We're told that the 228 you put up in the last set was unofficially a world record for launch monitor era. You've had faster than that before. What is it about you that you can continually dig deeper and deeper in this sport?
Well, I think it's just my experience. I've been up here a lot now, and I'm really confident in myself, and I work hard, so I know I put the time in. And I have great people supporting me. I got Crank, I got Athlons, I got Volvic, Tornado T, Patterson Shafts. I have all my sponsors giving me top-notch equipment. And, when you combine talent, hard work, and great equipment, you get this.
You've accomplished every goal you've set for yourself this season, except for one. That's the next event. That's the World Finals. What are your thoughts heading into that after the performances you put on the last two events?
It's another tournament. Last time I checked my job was to hit the ball into that grid as far as I can as many times as possible, and I don't think anything changes next tournament.
That was impressive stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Tennessee big shot, Kyle Berkshire.
It's all about the W's. Quiet arrogance, the longest shot of the night to win the title, become the male Tennessee big shot.
Coming down now.
It's just the record book of long drive right now. It's all you can say. I just think he controls his own destiny, and what a place to be in. Just like on tour, I play my best, I'm guaranteed to win. He hits his best shot, nobody touches him.
It took him 8 balls. He wins in dramatic fashion over Justin James. And then in the finals, he dazzles everybody in attendance tonight and hits it 409 yards for a second straight win. Hey, he said it. It's all about the W's.
It's all about the W's. I like it. 35 out of 36 sets or something he won. And again, these numbers, he put them up the longest of the night. Burke showed 95, Reisbeck 93, James had an 86 ball. But this 409 shot, that's a special shot right there.
And on the women's side, you could say this was an upset because it was. Alexis Belton getting it done.
She really did. She needed 326 and she put up 328. I said she had to use the ground, get that roll. She got 27 yards of it. It wasn't a great last set for Phillis. It's going to be a wonderful world championship in the women's division. Carlberg, Meti, Belton.
And how about how much money was made tonight for the Play Yellow initiative that was started by Jack and Barbara Nicholas? $6,844. And all these players finding the grid, but finding the Play Yellow zone to do it.
I love it. You think about it. If they would have had that Play Yellow zone 10 yards further for the ladies, they'd have made a few thousand more. And they don't have a yellow zone there for Berkshire.
Well, we love the kids. Don't forget, join us for the World Long Drive Championships from the WinStar World Casino and Resort, September 3rd and 4th. Our 2-night event will be under the lights right here on the Golf Channel. Congratulations, Kyle Berkshire and Alexis Belton. For Art, Jerry, and our entire crew, I'm the coach. Good night from Kingsport.